but he can't defuse at this point. It looks like it's too far gone. He will certainly give it a go, but ropz should be able to find him, no problem. I say
it's
that.
planted up. 4 seconds. He's ignoring him. The call's not being made. Spray. Can't find him. A 10-second ninja.
I can't
JaCkz
believe
on the bomb.
I can't believe it.
The comms wasn't there. Frozen planted. He didn't check it.
He must have assumed it was clear that he just touched the bomb and got off it, but the aggro, and they can see they've got presence detected, and they can call, now is your opportunity to go. Instead of relying on someone else to give you false information, you know there's no input lag when you decide.
And you don't have to process calls and create an idea in your visualization.
So it might seem with the in-game leaders, not with the squad, but that's perfect. That's what the best single leaders should be doing.
Quick one. Smokes all falling, a full execute coming out from mousesports. They're looking to do some early damage. AmaNEk hugging the wall and takes the frag on Frozen. karrigan, he has to do some huge work here. AmaNEk's back was turned. There's no trade. Kenny's on the site and misses a shot. Nice work from JaCkz. He emerges from pop, and damn, he does pop off. Double kill. karrigan's head rolling as well. Just ropz left alone. JaCkz is already looking at him, nade in hand. Kenny's got the AWP train there too, and this is a slaughter, Henry. This was posted as being the game of the day, a best of 3 versus 2 top 10 side. Henry G, mousesports. They've been plagued by issues in and out of the server for this series. We saw, of course, woxic's mouse issues rear their ugly head once again. The same that plagued them in their victory versus a Vanguard now showed face at the start of Train. It was mousesports' pick, and already
and call that situation. I love it.
10 points to Gryffindor. karrigan, he's got an eyesight, just can't quite connect the bullets. One on bomb train. This is such a hard retake. You have to start giving up, surely. Certainly when JaCkz is hitting shots like that, but so's Frozen. He's still present, and now it's a 1 versus 1. Has the kit, but time is of the essence. He has to get onto it. He only has the flashbang. Dives into the smoke as it still remains. 3 seconds, shox is ready. And 15, match point, map point, excuse me. Everyone going down and in.
This is a classic G2 approach. They actually will be going towards long here. They'll smoke towards the crossover, take down karrigan. They do this pistol so often and does too. It seems to work out for them almost every single time. woxic's in a lot of trouble here. If he gets one, I'll be surprised. The flashbang's decent. It keeps him alive, at least for now. He's got a lot of trouble though. JaCkz has been hitting absolutely everything so far. Oh, it's B.
They've just walked into B.
They've made it so I said that's the strat they do all the time, right? So they've done the same strat you know G2 run every single time. And this point they've gone towards B and planted instead after getting the first pick. It's so discombobulating for G2. That's unreal.
That's so beautiful. Mousesports don't know
I'm
what
confused. It says G2 as CTO right now, but they're not. They're on T side.
Yeah, it does seem like it's a bit buggy on our side, but
that got confusing for a second. But G2 on the T side.
But that's very naughty. A long presence. First is gorgeous.
They were trading off that. It was just an epic sequence from Frozen. Like, you could have played that smarter. You could have.
He has tucked himself into that corner with his new armored AK, and ropz, I think he knows it's coming. Yep, AmaNEk, he's full grey screen there. It may look a little silly, but he can't see a thing as he emerges out of that smoke. chrisJ's looking to swing. He's over the scope. He can't flick. That is absurd. He's got friction burns on his wrist from that one. Does get traded, but Kenny, no one should hit that.
Oh, God. That's a statement in itself. He's just getting warmed up.
That's old school. That's very retro.
Well, a strong round from mousesports, I have to say. The AWP USP combo, it's not known to be the strongest, but it certainly works out there as chrisJ, well, until shoxy makes his entrance towards a B bomb site. It's going to be Kenny S giving away his AWP to a very dangerous individual, chrisJ, and Frozen. Great flash. He's going to have to use it. Hope for the best here. Can't hit the shot. And it's going to be one from chrisJ. Doesn't really do much for them, though. The remaining 2 CTs are all the way on the A bomb site with no kits. And you got karrigan and Vox on the retake. 10 frags between these two. Is there any chance they can retake this?
It does look like they're going to give it their very best shot. There's no reason not to. Last round of this half. Last chance for them to find a 5th. Flash comes in. karrigan's going to go and try and find a close quarters fight, but you can see G2 just using time on their side. woxic's gone too. 11 rounds on the T side of Dust 2, ladies and gentlemen. Incredible stuff.
And with that in mind, it is the end of the half, and we're
calls. I mean, if we consider this like an in-game leader battle between karrigan and shox making those calls, at the moment it's there's a clear front runner.
B rush. Big
B rush. Flashes, smokes, the whole shebang, and instead the CTs find themselves at long. It's going to be a wide open site. I say wide open. See, ropz is going to be getting all of these. No worries. 4 in quick succession just melts any chance of the USPs being a threat. Nice work. The call was made. B's open, and a smile creeping onto his... And trying to close that gap ASAP. He wants to try and put some pressure on that planter. woxic on site, very standard crossfire. This is why we say this is the harder sites to take. or retake, I should say. They're considering a walk through the smoke. It's chrisJ's job to hold it and double peek. Now all onto woxic. This is actually not impossible for G2. Lucky's pre-aiming. He's ready for AmaNEk. It should just be one click of his mouse. It's too damn easy for woxic. And mousesports continue their spree. T-side Dust 2 seems to be theirs. Just the bomb down. It's worked out well for him. Swing comes out from shox, and he does keep woxic busy, but bomb goes down. Now 2 versus 2. woxic and karrigan. Karrigan's a little late to the party. woxic training his aim on that one, and that's not bad, actually. Karrigan's nade catches Kenny. He knows where JaCkz is. The call come in from woxic. 1 versus 1. Molotov to try and at least process of elimination. He's played it perfectly. Karrigan, all of the utility in the world to piece that puzzle together.
Yeah, that's really smart from him. He threw that HE.
Box tags him up, but it's not enough. Kenny quick on Karrigan. 1 versus 3 from the lead fragger for G2. Got a signature weapon, and the magic stick lives up to the name. It's looking great. Frozen on the dankest of flanks. Well, but hang on a second, Kenny, he's too smart for this one. He's got the bomb, and he realizes with all the information available to him, there's no way Frozen's not going to be behind or in close pursuit.
This is such a huge round. If Kenny wins this one with a 1 versus 3 as well, not only does it break the back of mousesports financially, they'll be in such good state going forward as well. There'll be only 2 rounds left. mousesports will have to take a tactical timeout and work out the next approach. For now, Frozen has to jump over towards the mid window. At this stage, Kenny knows exactly where he is. He knows he's got the advantage here.
He has to jiggle, has to force Kenny to pull the trigger too soon, and does it. That's step 1 for Frozen, and now on towards the bomb, trying to bait Kenny into trying to charge him out. JaCkz it, and he's done it. 1 versus 3, Kenny S. AWP forever. Frozen, though, does batter him with his Glock, but JaCkz looking to keep attention on him. Nice work, finds the head of woxic. Now the numbers don't favor Mouse. ropz changes that. Nice work from him as he crawls through middle. And with Bag's turn, ropz is doubled up, finds Lucky. Just 1 man remains. It's shox. He's been so damn good. This map, relatively mediocre. Let's see if he can find himself his double digits. At least he's looking for that 1 versus 1. Frozen might give it to him if he slides into his crosshair. Yep, it's a chance and a tag. ropz backing away from this plant. There's so many opportunities given to shox, but the bullets aren't landing. And now mousesports, they will be able to close that one out. ropz, all ropz with that one. He found them a way back in after some fantastic start from G2.
This is a really hype game now. It's going to be a lot of fun. It will be ropz to close things out there with a 3-piece as he works that Glock to magnificent effect. We have got G2, presumably the Eker in the second round.
Been close somewhat by shox on that smoke.
Chance to breathe. karrigan gets an M4. They have no utility remaining. And 3 kills to find. There's a flank coming in. AmaNEk, he's going to get 1. That's a horrible little angle. And it will be karrigan now to fend them off. He manages to get the second. He knows exactly where AmaNEk is.
Now he can just dance around this box, play for the info. AmaNEk, every step you make, every step, you can play around it. Look at this. It's a gorgeous dance. Back and forth he goes. He's running the clock down. AmaNEk does eventually overcome the odds.
Oh, he hasn't got it.
He hasn't got it. No kit. No worries. karrigan's played it to perfection. What a hero play from him. The leader finds himself another round.
Oh, that was quite beautiful. It was.
Department. Now JaCkz on that snacks corner. Probably shouldn't call it that.
There's a reason. We'll explain that later.
We'll explain that one later. Still, nice work. JaCkz, with the support of AmaNEk, still forging a path to keep this B site safe. However, the bomb yet to commit. In fact, in a very big way. Turning tail towards A.
Well, best chance G2 have had to even win a round so far. They're currently 6-0 down in the second half, but they have a 4-on-3 advantage for now. As you mentioned, it's a double AWP setup. Not really ideal if the bomb gets planted, but Kenny S is trying to avoid that at all costs.
He's been avoiding scoping as well. He's so cognizant that this player is going to be coming in his direction. The sound cue's not enough. karrigan timed him perfectly, and now, oh my goodness, how does AmaNEk not hit that? karrigan.
I don't know.
That is a huge pickup. 2 versus 2 now. Bomb going in, courtesy of the Turkish player. Frozen's going to play that close wall. That's going to make it so hard for JaCkz. He's already found 2 in this round. shox, he can't do anything on the AWP retake.
Oh, JaCkz with no utility. A bomb to defuse and 2 players to find. It sounds almost impossible.
It's now loose. This round can stabilize. I say that, but Frozen, he's still hitting every shot he takes. Kenny, a similar tag would be attributed to him, but now another body drops. Frozen looking to clutch to take his team to the next stage of the major.
Oh, bit of style as he makes his way towards CT spawn. I'm sorry, this all stemmed from that shox push. Didn't have to happen at all.
A crazy flick nonetheless from chrisJ to get them in. It was now, excuse me, it was Frozen. He started with that shot onto shox's aggression, and now he's looking to clutch versus AmaNEk. AmaNEk picks up the kit. That's a start.
Right. What's happening here?
I got you, bro. I can work off this.
You can do this one then. This confuses me when this comes up.
I can use it. I've got quick eyes, I promise. AmaNEk from the elevator side, frozen. He's going to have the perfect angle. It's all about timing here. And actually, AmaNEk has the gap. He's going to be pushing Crane. They're going to meet right here, right now. Frozen's done it. Clutches, and they're off to the Legends stage. mousesports in the face